Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back. In today's video, we're going to talk about something every person over 55 needs to hear: the importance of keeping certain parts of your life private. As we get older, we realize that not everyone deserves to know our personal matters, our struggles, or even our blessings. Many of you have shared things with people who acted like they cared, only to later feel regret or disappointment. And that feeling stays with you. So today, we'll discuss the things that protect your peace, your dignity, and your emotional safety as you age. These are the things wise people keep to themselves, no matter how close someone seems. And before we begin, I want to ask you something simple. Which state are you watching from today? I always love seeing where my wonderful community of seniors is joining me from. Now let's get started. Number 1. Never share your financial details or future money plans. My friend, the first thing you should always keep private after 55 is your financial information. And when I say financial information, I don't just mean your income or your pension. I mean everything. Your savings, your bank accounts, your investments, what property you own, and what you plan to do with your money in the future. You see, money has a strange way of changing people, even the ones who seem close to you. The moment someone knows what you have, their behavior shifts. Some become overly kind, some suddenly need your help, and some silently start comparing their life to yours. And none of that brings peace. Many seniors make the mistake of sharing too much with relatives, neighbors, or even their children, thinking it's family, they should know. But the truth is, the more people know about your finances, the more opinions and expectations they create in their minds. They might feel entitled to your money or assume you will support them, and that slowly takes away your independence and dignity. You don't owe anyone an explanation about how much you have or how you spend it. If you want to help someone, do it quietly, from your heart. But keep your financial details guarded. Only share essential documents with a trusted person for emergencies, nothing more. Because when people don't know what you have, they can't control you with their expectations. And at this age, your peace, your freedom, and your independence are worth more than anything in your bank. 2. Never share the full story of your past mistakes and regrets. My friend, the second thing you should keep private as you grow older is the complete story of your past mistakes and regrets. Every person over 55 has lived through moments they aren't proud of. Maybe you trusted someone who didn't deserve it, made a financial decision that backfired, hurt someone unintentionally, or went through a phase of life you simply don't like remembering. This is normal. It's part of being human. But just because your past shaped you doesn't mean the world needs to hear every detail of it. Many seniors feel the urge to explain their story, hoping others will understand what they went through. But the truth is, not everyone listens with kindness. Some people listen only to judge. And once you share the deeper wounds of your past, those stories stop belonging to you. They become gossip in someone else's conversation. And here's something important. Who you were years ago is not who you are today. You've grown, you've learned, you've survived things younger people can't even imagine. You don't need to reopen old memories just to justify your present. If a mistake still hurts your heart, take it to prayer, not to people. God listens without judgment and heals without reminding you of it later. And if you must share something, share only the lesson, not the entire painful story. Because your past doesn't define your worth today. Your wisdom, your resilience, and your peace do. Keep your history protected and let others see the strong person you became, not the chapters you outgrew. 3. Never share your family's private problems. My friend, the third thing you should always keep private is anything related to your family's personal issues. Every household, no matter how loving or close, has its disagreements, misunderstandings, and difficult moments. That's normal. But what happens inside your home should stay inside your home. The moment you share your children's mistakes, your spouse's flaws, or your relative's behavior with outsiders, you open a door you can't close again. Many seniors fall into this trap because they feel lonely or simply want someone to talk to. They believe the neighbor cares, or the distant relative understands, or a friend will keep it confidential. But more often than not, those private conversations slowly turn into public gossip. People twist your words, exaggerate the story, and form opinions about your loved ones without knowing the truth. And once a family problem becomes gossip, it never truly disappears. You must remember, your family's dignity is also your dignity. When someone hears you speak negatively about your own children or spouse, they don't just judge them, they quietly judge you as well. And instead of receiving support, you end up feeling embarrassed or regretful. If your family is going through a tough time, handle it with patience, calmness, and privacy. Talk to a counselor or someone neutral if you truly need help. But do not hand your family's sensitive matters to people who simply enjoy listening. Because wise seniors protect their home, even during difficult moments. Silence keeps peace. Privacy keeps respect. And dignity grows when you guard your family instead of exposing their weaknesses. Number 4. Never share your future plans and personal goals. My friend, the fourth thing you should keep private after 55 is your future plans. What you want to do next in your life, where you want to go, and what dreams you still hold in your heart. Even at this age, you may have goals. Maybe moving somewhere peaceful, starting a small project, traveling more, giving to charity, or simply changing something in your daily routine. These dreams are beautiful, but sharing them too early can bring unnecessary negativity. The truth is, the moment you tell people what you're planning, they feel the need to judge it. Some will question your ability, some will discourage you, and some, without realizing it, will plant doubt in your mind. Comments like, "Isn't that too much at your age?" or "Why don't you just stay home and relax?" can take away the excitement you originally felt. You don't need anyone's approval to live your life. You've earned the right to make decisions based on what brings you peace, not what others think is appropriate. Your plans are like seeds that grow best in silence. When you protect them, they stay strong. When you expose them too early, they become weak under other people's opinions. Move quietly, let your actions speak, and when people finally see your achievements, simply smile. You don't owe anyone explanations. Your future doesn't have to make sense to anyone but you. At this age, your happiness is your responsibility. So keep your plans safe, let them grow privately, and reveal them only when they're ready. Never share too much about your health problems. My friend, the fifth thing you should keep private is the full detail of your health issues. At this stage of life, it's completely normal to have medical concerns, aches, pains, medicines, checkups, and days when your body feels heavier than usual. There is nothing shameful about it. But sharing every detail with everyone around you does not bring support. It often brings pity, gossip, and unnecessary worry. Many seniors fall into the habit of discussing their health with neighbors, relatives, or casual friends. They talk about their blood pressure, medication changes, surgeries, or test results. But the more people know about your health, the more they start to see you only through the lens of illness. They forget your strength, your wisdom, and your experience. Instead of respect, they offer sympathy you never asked for. And here's another problem. The moment people hear about your condition, they flood you with advice. Don't eat this. Try this pill. My friend had the same issue. All this noise can make you feel overwhelmed instead of supported. Of course, you should always speak openly with your doctor or a trusted family member. But the world doesn't need to know every time you feel tired or every time your sugar rises. The more you repeat your problems, the more your mind focuses on them. Try speaking with more hope. I'm taking care of myself, or I'm healing slowly. Positive words lift your spirit, while oversharing drains it. Your health story is personal. Protect it with dignity, and discuss it only with those who truly help you feel stronger. 6. Never share your deep emotions or inner struggles with everyone. My friend, the sixth thing you should always keep private is your deepest emotions, your sadness, your fears, your loneliness, and the thoughts that trouble your heart. As we grow older, life gives us more moments to reflect. We remember people who left us, dreams that never happened, and seasons of life that brought pain. These feelings are real, and they can get heavy, but not everyone deserves access to the softest parts of your heart. Some people listen only out of curiosity, some pretend to understand but quietly judge, and a few may even use your emotional vulnerability against you later. That's why sharing your deepest struggles with the wrong person often leaves you feeling worse, not better. Your emotions are sacred. They need gentleness, not careless advice or empty sympathy. If you really need to talk, choose someone who has proven to be trustworthy, a counselor, a spiritual companion, or a friend who protects your privacy. And remember, speaking to God about your worries brings comfort no human can offer. Prayer hears what people can't. But the most powerful skill you gain with age is learning to comfort yourself. Sitting with your feelings, breathing through them, journaling, taking a quiet walk, or spending time in nature. All these help you heal without exposing your heart to those who won't handle it with care. You don't need to explain every emotion to be understood. Sometimes your silence is your strength. Protect your inner world with wisdom and let peace grow inside you, not through others, but through yourself. 7. Never share old family conflicts or long-held grudges. My friend, the seventh thing you should keep private is your old family conflicts. The arguments, misunderstandings, or hurtful moments that happened years ago. Many people in their 50s, 60s, and 70s still carry pain from something a sibling said, a relative did, or a family member failed to do. And sometimes, when you feel lonely or reflective, those old memories come back. You feel tempted to talk about them with friends or neighbors, thinking it might bring relief. But it rarely does. The moment you share old grudges with outsiders, the wound becomes fresh again. People who hear your story might encourage your anger instead of helping you heal. They say things like, "You were right to stay upset," or "I don't know how your family treated you like that." And suddenly, emotions you had buried start rising all over again. But the truth is, the past is not meant to be relived. At this stage of life, your peace is worth more than proving who was right or wrong. Bringing up old conflicts again and again keeps your heart tied to pain that should have been released long ago. When you let go, you don't do it for others, you do it for yourself. You free your mind, your heart, and your days from unnecessary heaviness. And you also protect the younger generation from inheriting bitterness that never belonged to them. If someone brings up the past, simply say, "That chapter is closed. I'm at peace now." Those words show strength, maturity, and wisdom. Leave old conflicts where they belong, in yesterday. Today deserves your calm. 8. Never share the private details of your personal life or boundaries. My friend, the 8th thing you should always keep private is the personal structure of your daily life, your routines, your boundaries, and how you choose to live. As we grow older, we start valuing peace more than anything else. You may prefer quiet mornings, early evenings, limited social activities, or spending time alone. You may choose not to attend certain gatherings or avoid situations that drain your energy. These choices are perfectly valid. But the mistake many seniors make is explaining these choices to everyone. When you keep telling people why you didn't attend an event, why you don't like visitors, why you stay home more, or why you set certain limits, you give them unnecessary power over your life. They start assuming they have the right to question you. Why were you alone? Why didn't you come? Who visited you yesterday? And slowly, your private space becomes smaller and smaller. At this age, you don't owe anyone explanations. You've lived a full life. You know what brings peace and what brings stress. You have earned the right to say no without guilt. Your boundaries protect your emotional strength. If someone asks too many questions, just smile and say, "I'm doing what feels right for me." That one sentence is enough. You don't have to open the door to deeper discussions. Your personal life is yours, not a community project. Protect it with quiet confidence, because peace grows in privacy, and comfort grows when you stop explaining yourself to people who don't live your life. Number 9. Never share your blessings and good fortune too quickly. My friend, the 9th thing you should protect carefully is your good news, your blessings, your answered prayers, your moments of joy, and the positive changes happening in your life. When something good happens, the natural human instinct is to tell someone right away. Maybe you received good health news, financial relief, a peaceful moment after a long struggle, or even a small happiness that made your day brighter. But sharing these blessings too quickly can sometimes invite envy, negativity, or unnecessary attention. Not everyone who smiles at your success is genuinely happy for you. Some people feel jealousy quietly. Some compare your good news with their own struggles. And some unintentionally say things that take away the joy you felt. Comments like, "Let's see how long it lasts," or "You're lucky, I wish I got that," can weaken your happiness without you realizing it. Wise people celebrate silently first. They thank God privately. They let the blessing settle in their heart before telling the world. When your joy grows quietly, it stays strong. When it's shared too soon, it becomes open to opinions and energies that don't belong there. This doesn't mean you should hide your life. It simply means protect what's new until it becomes stable. Let people notice your peace without knowing every detail behind it. Your blessings are sacred. Treat them with care. Celebrate in your heart. Stay grateful and allow your happiness to grow in silence. Because when you protect what is precious, it multiplies even more. My dear friend, if you've listened this far, it means you truly value peace, dignity, and emotional strength in this stage of your life. After 55, life is no longer about impressing people or explaining yourself. It's about protecting what truly matters: your heart, your privacy, your family, your health, and your inner calm. When you keep the wrong things private, you invite stress. But when you guard your personal world wisely, you create space for peace to enter. Remember, silence is not a weakness. It is wisdom learned through years of experience. Privacy is not loneliness. It is protection for your mind and your well-being. You don't need to tell people everything to be understood. You don't need to open old wounds to feel seen. Your confidence, your smile, and your peaceful energy already speak louder than any explanation ever could. So, from today, choose to share less and protect more. Keep your blessings close, your plans quiet, your struggles sacred, and your past where it belongs. You have earned the right to live gently, calmly, and on your own terms. Before you go, tell me in the comments, which point touched your heart the most today? I'd love to hear from you. Stay peaceful and stay wise.